Happy Sunday, everybody. It is a beautiful day out. I'm thinking about my enemies this week, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I didn't used to think I had them. Of course, sometimes your own actions can be your worst enemy, but sometimes there are people who like you and intend to love you and say that they're your friend or they're for you or whatever, and they just have a hard time not being an obstacle in your way. I watched a movie recently with my girls. It's called Apple Mortgage Cake. It's about a woman in Teaneck, and she was in intense poverty. Her home was falling apart, and the authorities were threatening to take her home. She was behind in payments, and she couldn't sell the house the way it was. It had storm damage, so she couldn't really see her way out. Finally, she had an idea to sell her cakes that everybody loved, and the woman who always came back to say, here's your foreclosure, here's this happening, the woman who always came with the bad news. My girls and I thought it was so interesting. Like, she just couldn't stop, constantly brought the obstacles. So finally, when the star of the movie was gonna bake cakes, here comes this woman to tell her, nope, you can't bake cakes. You can't sell any cakes. Finally, some different things happened, and she was able to save her home and start a business. So that woman took on the role of the antagonist. But everybody's going to have something or someone that will try to come against you whenever you decide to chase your God-given purpose. So be aware that, yes, sometimes some people that you may know and love may come and do things, XYZ, that will hurt you. And it occurred to me that some of the things that have happened in my life have been there, so that I won't have the creativity and the focus to finish the things that I know I'm supposed to do. That's an enemy. Even if it's not those people, it's a spirit that's working within them. And so here's the good news. God knows how to handle all our enemies. The intentional ones, the unintentional ones, all of them. First of all, we know that He will prepare a table before you in their presence, which means He'll bless you so good, and all they can do is watch you eat and feast. That's pretty awesome. He can also cause your enemies to be at peace with you, and that's one of the things that I love. So I'm realizing how important it is for me to pray for my enemies and then release that and focus on what I'm supposed to be doing. Why? Because God is handling it. He does not forget what was done to you. You can forget it, but He won't forget it. And sometimes those people will come back and say, I'm sorry, I didn't do this or I did that. And you'll just say, wow, I remember when I prayed about that. Vengeance is His, and He's great at it. He's a beautiful, loving Father who is a good Father. But God is mighty in battle and mighty to save. And so anyway, you keep smiling, you keep praising God. All the good things He said were gonna happen are still gonna happen. None of your enemies can change that. So, God bless.